Sergei Lavrov may lose his post as foreign minister, pro-Kremlin channels are hinting. President Vladimir Putin, according to them, is ready to get rid of the most senior member of his government. The reason is the high-profile scandals surrounding the Russian diplomat. When Lavrov assumed office in 2004, he enjoyed a relatively strong reputation, both domestically and internationally, having spent 10 years representing Russia at the United Nations. While he has managed to retain his position, his reputation has been left in ruins. In September 2024, Ukraine's permanent representative to the United Nations, Sergei Naryshkin, hinted at Lavrov's potential demise in a social media post. For some Russian war criminals, dying in their beds in elite suburbs may seem like an easy way out. Even if they escape the courtroom, they'll head straight to hell to burn there forever. Skipping purgatory. Investigative journalists believe Lavrov has close ties to billionaire Oleg Deripaska, allegedly lobbying for his interests. Lavrov reportedly assisted Deripaska in securing a US visa and dismissed Western sanctions against Deripaska's businesses as Russophobia bordering on genocide. Given this relationship, it is plausible that Deripaska finances Lavrov's opulent vacations, such as yacht rentals costing $500,000 a week, private jet trips, and luxury real estate in what Lavrov publicly derides as decadent Europe. The failures of Russian diplomacy in recent years has led Putin to become dissatisfied with Lavrov. Russia is in a state of international diplomatic isolation, and Putin believes that Lavrov is also responsible for this. But some Russian political telegram channels reported earlier on the possible transfer of Sergei Lavrov to the Federation Council. The new foreign minister will be a transitional, technical figure, a diplomat. The current climate is not conducive to Lavrov's replacement being a prominent media or political figure. The replacement minister must demonstrate a new diplomatic vector or, conversely, a technological approach and a hardening of previous positions. Lavrov's move to the Federation Council is possible, with Sergei Naryshkin, director of the Russian Foreign Intelligence Service, taking his place. Lavrov began his diplomatic career in 1972 at the Soviet Embassy in Sri Lanka. Gordon reports. He was first appointed Russian Foreign Minister on March 9, 2004. Lavrov was reappointed to this position 5 times: in May 2004, September 2007, May 2008, May 2012, and May 2018. He was most recently appointed head of the Russian Foreign Ministry on January 21st, 2020.
A fast-moving typhoon barreled across the central Philippines Monday after slamming ashore overnight from the Pacific, leaving at least 2 people dead, setting off flash floods that trapped residents on roofs and submerged cars in 2 villages, and displacing tens of thousands of people, officials said. According to Associated Press, Typhoon Kalmiji was blowing over the city of Bacolod in central Negros Occidental province before noon with sustained winds of up to 140 km per hour and gusts of up to 195 km per hour after making landfall around midnight in the town of Silago in the eastern province of southern Leyte. An elderly villager drowned in floodwaters in southern Leyte, where a province-wide power outage was also reported, and another villager died after being hit by a fallen tree in central Bohol province, officials said in initial reports without providing other details. In eastern Samar, one of the east-central provinces first lashed by Kalmiji early Tuesday, fierce wind either ripped off roofs or damaged about 300 mostly rural shanties on the island community of Homenhan, which is part of the town of Giwan, but there were no reported deaths or injuries, Mayor Ana Liza Gonzalez Kwan said. In November 2013, Typhoon Haiyan, one of the most powerful tropical cyclones on record, slammed ashore into Kyiv, then raked across the central Philippines, leaving more than 7,300 people dead or missing, flattening entire villages and sweeping scores of ships inland. Haiyan demolished about 1 million houses and displaced more than 4 million people in one of the country's poorest regions. Kalmiji, the 20th tropical cyclone to batter the Philippines this year, was moving westward at 25 km per hour and was forecast to start shifting away from the western section of the archipelago into the South China Sea later Tuesday or early Wednesday, forecasters said.
May Madrid ba? May Madrid no?
Maganda kan dayon dito?
Layo kita. Ano ito may putang?
Ini memang tahun na karon ni nato. Ang gapon, tahun.
Ini puti sir. Adto ka kung sa bagyo may tambak ko ni lakro ba?